Hello everyone, I'm Aliolus, and this is my first YouTube video, other than one I uploaded years and years ago. Completely ignore that one, sorry. Anyways, I am, at the suggestion of my wife, going to be doing a Q&A video series for a game series called Dungeons and Dragons. Now, there's a lot of misunderstandings about D&D, a lot of people who believe things that aren't actually true. If you have any questions about the game itself, or how to play it, or things that you can do in it, be they mechanical uh, in terms of the system, roleplay in terms of different classes and that sort of thing, and different ways that you can do things, or even if it's just questions about my personal feelings on things, post them in the comments. I'll pick a few of them, and if I don't know the answer myself, I will look it up and cite whatever source I used for it. In the cases of there being house rules that our group uses, I will make sure to point those out, and if there is a regular book rule, I will cite that as well, and if there are reasons why we use the house rules we use, I will give those reasons. But like I said, just post them in the comments. Since this is the very first video, I obviously don't have any actual questions to answer, so I'll just give a brief description of the game. Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop game created by Gary Gygax and a group of his friends in, I believe it was the early 80s. It was originally an adaptation of those old tabletop war games where you take the little soldier figurines, set them up on a map, and reenact old battles, basically. They took that idea and decided to turn it into a fantasy game where instead of playing as armies, you're playing as people. And it has absolutely taken off. I'm pretty sure that you can find people who play D&D in almost every country in the world. It has gone through a number of revisions over the years, from the original version known as Original Dungeons and Dragons to AD&D, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Then there was AD&D Second Edition, and then D&D Third Edition, and then after that they came out with 3.5. Then they released 4th Edition, and they are currently on... It's technically 5th Edition, but Wizards of the Coast wants it to be referred to as D&D Next to try to get away from the numeric system. Either way, the system I'm the most familiar with is 3.5. I have played some of the earlier systems a bit. I'll admit I haven't played 4th. Sorry about that. I haven't played 4th or 5th edition, but if you have questions about them, I will look them up and try to find the answers. Most of the people I've talked to who have played 4th edition agree it would have been a good game had they not released it as a D&D game, because they used completely different systems and rules and everything. A lot of people thought it was fun, they just didn't think it was worthy of the name Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't talked to very many people who have played D&D Next, so I'll have to do a bit of digging around for questions on that, but I will do what I can. It's a game that I think everyone should try. I know not everyone's going to enjoy it, and different groups have different ways that they go about doing things, which in turn will mean that not everyone is going to enjoy every group. But I am very firmly of the opinion everyone should try it. If you try it and you don't like it, then you don't like it. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't fault people who do like it. Sorry, that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. I won't get into that. Anyways, I think that's about it. So,
And it's not just for nerdy virgins.
yeah, it's not just for nerdy virgins. The only people I know of who play D&D and are virgins are actually minors. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just get rid of that right here and now. Yeah, so go ahead, post whatever you're curious about, whether it's my personal preferences on things, rulings on what the book says on stuff, or suggestions regarding how to do certain types of things. Just let me know and I'll get back to you. So I'll see you when I see you.